Typically, do you find the same size pogies in a certain school and you're just looking for a different school that may carry some bigger bait?
Yeah, that's right. You know, a lot of times what you find here is anytime you go somewhere to go fishing, having a little bit of local knowledge about an area will help you narrow down the place you need to look for bait in the first place. But in this case, it seems like the past several days in this in particular area, the menhaden in this, what we call the Jekyll Slough, has been, you know, 5 and 6 inch pogies. We found it to be the same. And we know if we just travel maybe another 1.5 miles to the south here, we might find them big purdy pogies that we're looking for. You know, and in this case right here, you know, when we're out here catching these baits in this fairly clean water, you know, that cast net right there is always the first step to a good day of fishing. And not having the right kind of cast net can lend to a very bad fishing experience. And so I found out a long time ago, David, when you're out here looking for these 5 or 6 inch pogies all the way up to these big ones, if you have the right kind of tackle, in this case a 10-foot bet Super Pro net with 5/8 mesh, will sink fast, will catch plenty of bait, and you won't have to spend hours upon hours trying to catch enough bait to fish with.
Oh, that's great.
David, Bass Pro Shops don't carry that Super Pro, do they?
I believe we do.
You believe we do? Well, look here, y'all. Today, I'm out here fishing with a great friend of mine. This is David Hardee from Savannah, Georgia, out of the Savannah Bass Pro Shops store. And I can definitely say one thing. I'm glad Bass Pro Shops showed up here because, look, for us down here on the coast of Georgia, we didn't have a place we could go and grab up a rod and put it in our hand and say, hey, this is the one I want. And we sure didn't have the selection. So today, I got a friend of mine, David Hardee from Savannah. David, man, we're going to go out here today and hopefully catch a big tarpon. Are you ready? I'm
ready. You've been telling me about it, and I'm really happy to see it for the first time with my own eyes. This is going to be a great trip.
Well, I understand you've had some experiences fishing for tarpon before, but today I understand this will be your first tarpon trip out of Georgia.
That's correct. Driving all the way to the Keys to go tarpon fishing, and now you tell me it's right here, right at my back door.
Yeah, didn't you mention to me that you fished with Roland Martin one time?
I sure did. We went out early in the morning and we got into a bunch of tarpon, but they were 70 to 120 pounds. They were good sized tarpon, great fighting fish, but I'm ready to go out here and see some big ones today.
All right, well, I understand you caught one fish with Roland, so we're looking for tarpon number 2, is that right?
That is correct.
Well, look here, today's show, we're gonna be down here fishing out of St. Simon's Island, and we're gonna go after some of these big tarpon. Look, everyone, if you like to tarpon fish, you don't have to go to South Florida. You don't have to go to Boca Grande. You don't have to go to Louisiana. You don't even have to go down to Rio, Colorado. You can stay right here in Georgia and chase these large game fish that are truly a trophy anywhere in the world. And we got large numbers of fish right here. So you want to stay tuned to today's show and see what we can do here with David Hardee with Bass Pro Shops store out of Savannah, Georgia.
Let's go get them.
Hit him again, David, hit him again. Just be careful, just be safe here. All right, there you go, there he is, tarpon, tarpon. Way to go, buddy.
All right.
David Hardee from Bass Pro Shops is from Savannah, Georgia, and on his first tarpon in the state of Georgia right now. Go get him, David. That's a good looking fish too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take that.
That's a lot of muscle.
Well, you know, David, we pulled up in here, set the lines out in what, maybe a minute after we got the lines in the water, had our first fish on. He jumped off right behind the boat. We're about 7 more minutes into it, and now David's on his first Georgia tarpon. I think the fish are here, buddy.
That's right.
He's getting ready to jump probably right there. There you go, there you go, keep the pressure on him. There we go, there we go.
What do you think about that?
How about that?
David Hardee, Savannah Bass Pro Shops, congratulations.
How about that?
Well, David, how much do you think this one right here weighs?
I would say it's close to 200, but probably 100 pounds.
Well, look, here's a good fish. It's right around 100 pounds. This is David's first Georgia tarpon and only the second in his life. But we are fishing today right here in Georgia. And David, this is a great specimen, isn't it?
No, this is wonderful. It's beautiful. We had the lines out for what, 15 minutes at the most.
Had two fish
Had
on.
2 fish on.
And here's David's first tarpon. So we're gonna let this fish go back in. Hey, the day's still young. There's more fishing right ahead, right here on Captain Mark Noble's Outdoor Journal.
Excellent.
Let's get him back in the water there, David. He kicked him out of my hand. Hang on to him. Look, reel, he's right there. Reel, he's right there by the boat. He came back at us, David. Crank. Wow, he's there. Set the hook. Oh my God, look at that. Woo, David, go, son. That is what tarpon fishing is all about. If that right there don't get your heart pumping, David, you don't have one in your chest, son. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Bring it right over this way. God, got to release on. Come over here, David. He's still green and hot. Drop it down low. Oh my God, that fish is green. He's at the side of the boat. There's getting ready to be some aerial stuff here. Look at him go. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Mark, slap the belt on. Belt.
Yes.
We got David Hardee up there. He just said that he needed a 20-minute break, and his 20-minute break lasted maybe 2 minutes. All right, bring him over this far here a little bit, David. Wow, he is not ready. He is not ready for any of that. Oh, I ain't got my glove on, David. Watch him on the front of the boat, Oh my God, he almost jumped in right there, David. Roll down to him again. And y'all be careful, this fish is green, he's hot. If he's jumping at you, he is, get out of the way. Roll down to him. Right there, David. Oh, you little rascal, you. David Hardee. Woo! That fish right there, he is a rocket ship. A absolute rocket ship.
You got him, Mark?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of scared to get around him right now. I figured he's going to launch out and just eat me alive. Because these football rascals like this, I tell you, when you get them green, they're dangerous. Never disrespect one of these fish. These fish come up here and they jump out of the water and they hit you, I mean, just square on. You're hurting and hurting for a long time. This is a pretty good little old fish right here, David. He's gone again. You would have thought that he wouldn't have had all that left in him, but man, he is still ready to rock and roll. There we go. There we go again. There he is right there. Well, David Hardee.
That's number 2, sir.
Man, you said you wanted a 20-minute break. You didn't get it, did you?
No, sir, I didn't.
Wow, what a hot fish. This fish right here truly showed its colors, and it really lends itself to showing exactly why tarpon fishing is so exciting. David, looks like we got us about a 55, 60-pound fish right here. Wonderful rod work again.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely outstanding day. We'll put this one back in the water.
I'm not kidding, man. I need a break now.
I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a nice tarpon.
Nice fish.
Double down, baby. How about that for a nice little surprise?
Got a release on this fish.
Got a release on him already?
Got a release on this
All right, we'll take our time, because I imagine a lot of people would love to see that fish that David Hardee's got on right there.
Run another motor.
Yeah, I'll get one of them out of your way. David, whew, I tell you what, they've done made me break out into a sweat.
That's a fact.
This is something. 2 more tarpon. Man, what's going on here?
Just came up and got another gulp of air. He's ready for another 20 minutes
Mine's
of
running
fighting.
way up off the front of the boat. I'm gonna have to go up there and get him. Well, guys, there you have it. David just caught him another one.
David.
We got another tarpon on this rod right now. We're going to try to get him in here, but this is another nice. David, way to go, buddy.
I'm loving this.
All right, tell you what, let's get him back in real quick. We got fish all around the place.
There we go. Lay him down, I'll slide him in. Way to go, David.
Good job, Cam.
Woo! Pretty fish.
Tarpon fishing, Georgia waters. Gotta love it.
We've been fighting that fish for, I don't know, a good 20 minutes already. And I tell you what, guys, I'm about whooped. We've had 5 or 6 tarpon bites before you knew what was going on. Oh, I got a fish on right here. There he is. Good Lord, have mercy! What happened?
He's up over this one.
All right, I'm gonna back off the drag so we don't bust him off. Good Lord!
That was beautiful.
That was something. Watch him. Oh my God, he's wrapping us all. We're still clear. Way to go, Camden. Pretty work. Good God, this is the last thing I needed right now. I mean, when tarpon fishing turns out like brim fishing, guys, you just, oh my God, what's gonna go on here next? Oh God, this hurts. Look at that little rascal go.
That's a little guy.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can keep up to him.
How many times did that fish jump over my line?
I don't know, Ken, but I can tell you, that is a jumping rascal right there. Woo! Oh, fish on, fish on. Lock it down, Ken, lock it down, lock it down. Cut him. Another fish on, triple header, baby.
I got about a quart of a Gatorade in me. Boy, it did the trick.
I got 2 sips out of my water. David Hardee.
Hey, what about me? I gotta put my tarpon in the rod holder to set the other hook.
There's that last fish right there. We'll just hold it up real quick. Look here. Another tarpon. Let's get him in there real quick.
Let's do it.
We got another 2. We got 2 more fish on, so let's go catch up to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I don't know. 10, 12. I don't know how many bites we've had in the last. I'm done. David Hardee.
I don't know if I can do another one, Mark. How about, is there
This is
shell
Georgia.
crackers or
We're
Georgia
still in
bass?
Georgia, aren't we?
I believe so.
You know, we got tarpon in the rod holder on another one of the rods. Do you want to flip to see who's got to go get it? Hello, everybody, and welcome to our program. I'm Captain Mark Noble. Today, we're down here in southeast Georgia, St. Simon's Island. Down here going to do some tarpon fishing. Look, a lot of people don't look at Georgia as a saltwater fishing destination, but let me tell you what, it's one of the best kept secrets on the East Coast. And hey, there's a lot of fish here and some large tarpon. Got a friend with me today, Captain Camden Owens with Golden Isles Charter Fishing Association. Camden, is there some fish here?
Oh, there's some fish here. I believe if we head down south, we're gonna get on those tarpon.
Well, look here, Camden's been telling me the fish are down here. I fish Georgia waters quite a bit. Hey, I know they're here too. Camden, he tries to get on these tarpons as much as he possibly can. So we're gonna head down here to the south and fish off an area right down, really off Jekyll Island, Georgia, and Cumberland Island. Hey, a gorgeous place. So we're gonna crank this old boat up, slide down here to the south and try to catch a large Georgia tarpon. There it goes, buddy.
What's up, Mark?
It's one time. All right, go ahead, Camden, right there, buddy. Get any, Camden?
I believe we got one or two, Mark.
All right, bring it on back here. Let's see what we got, Camden. Oh yeah, looky there. Camden, you hit the mother lode, buddy.
I think we got one or two baits fishing, Mark.
That is what I call catching bait right there. Yeah, there we go.
Well, Mark.
Well, Camden, would you consider that a good sized tarpon bait right there, buddy?
I would say that was an excellent size tarpon bait. I've seen small and I've seen big, and this is just perfect.
I think we're fixing to get a bite. And right now we got set up in an area and the wind's kind of blowing across from the tide. And there's just menhaden just pushing through here and tarpon just everywhere. We're gonna get the bait set out. We got a little chum slick going right now too, and we're gonna see if we can get one of these fish to come here and take a bite. But you know, this morning we just anchored up and I bet I've already seen 50 or 60 fish and they're feeding in these menhaden. I tell you, this is gonna be some pretty neat stuff. I can catch up to him. That might be him right there. Oh God, he's already on the boat, Camden. Got a line foul, got a tarpon on right there and he's going around the motors. Holy cow. Wow, there we go, baby. Tarpon, Camden. There we are, baby. Outstanding. He wasn't gonna let me get it up there to you, buddy. Double header on tarpon, Camden, Purdy Park, buddy. Double header, baby.
How about that, Mark?
Camden, buddy.
Way to go, buddy.
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Tarpon fishing. There's no way you're going to be able to catch that.
There you go, Mark. You want to try?
No, that's all right. I'll take care of this, Camden.
I'm going to try to grab the...
Go ahead.
I couldn't get it.
You got everything that you need right here in one place. There's the fish right there. Get a... There we go. Just let him go right there, Camden. I'll try to get my gloves on.
All right.
Because we're a little bit short-handed right now. A little bit short-handed. Easy, easy, easy. There we go. Oh, woo, Camden. That old boy's done got lit. Here we go. Woo, Camden.
Good job, Mark.
Here we go. Got one line on it right there, Camden. There's one line on it. Look at there. Wow, son. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Right here down at St. Simon's Island. How about that, Mark?
Georgia tarpon fishing, baby. Look here, this is some pretty neat stuff, y'all. Y'all need to come on down here and get y'all some of these. Let's put him back in the water, Camden.
Let's do it.
There he is, tarpon. Again.
Way to go, Mark.
And again and again. How many doggone tarpon can you get a bite from out here in one day? There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there, Camden. That's some pretty good stuff right there, buddy. Here, bring it on around here, Cam. That one right there. See, did you get a bite on that one too? And now primarily today, Camden, we're using, well, actually we're using dead and live bait both, aren't we? There he is. Camden, he might not be a large tarpon, like I know what I'm used to seeing here. But he's right here in front of me right now. And maybe he'll come up here, we can get a good look at him. Watch out. Wow, look at that fish go. He just looked, there's tarpon busting all around the boat right now, Camden. We can get a release on him. All right, there we go, we got it. You touched it? Well, that's the main thing right there, guys. Just about to wear me down. Easy, easy, there he is. Well, one thing I have noticed, tarpon are not the kind of fish that just gives up. They are not the kind of fish that gives up. right there. I mean, tight, baby. Tight, baby. And you know, when I go offshore fishing, it sure is awful nice to have a bunch of rod and reels that'll get the job done. And I tell you what, this Ocean Master reel from Bass Pro Shops will sure get her done. There we are, right there. Woo! Son!
Cool splash, didn't he?
I got me a bath just then. I mean a bath. Where, Mr. Tarpon? Easy, son. And I'll tell you what, now I'm throwing a fair amount of heat on that fish too, Camden. Uh-oh, he came by like he was going somewhere else, wasn't he? You got him, Camden? There's another fish right here. I'm gonna lock it up. Just see what it is real quick, Camden. There was a fish on that one just then. What got there, buddy?
How about that, Mark?
It's pretty neat stuff right there, Camden.
Pretty fish.
Tell you what, let's do. Let's bring him right over this way. Right here, and let him take a look, see at what we got. All right. Tell you what, Camden, let me grab him right there at the front. And if you can reach right back here on the other side of me. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Easy fish, easy fish, easy. Just to give y'all an idea, right there it is. Tarpon right here on the Georgia coast. Woo, Camden, this is cool stuff, buddy.
Oh man, nothing like it, Mark.
Golden Isles in Georgia tarpon fishing. Camden, there's a bunch of fish around us. Let's put him back in and try it again.
Another fish on
Another
right
fish.
there. I got this fish. I'll take care of it.
God, we just had two fish on again. He came off of this one, Camden. Wow, Camden Owens. I tell you what, that's some pretty neat stuff right there.
Oh yeah.
That is some pretty neat stuff. I'd say probably what, that's about a 75-pound fish or so.
That's about right.
You know, maybe not a big fish by a lot of standards, but you know, 75 pounds, there ain't a thing in the world wrong with that.
No, sir.
Well, look here, you know, if you like fishing out here in the salt water, hey, perhaps giving Georgia a nod. Great saltwater fishing here. Tarpon, we've been in them all day. Just had 2 more fish on. How about 3 more fish on? We'll let him see if he'll hook on up. But anyways, right there, Cannon, pretty work, buddy. Thanks a lot, man.
Oh, anytime, Mark.
Well, tell you what, right there, y'all. We've been sitting here, you know, watching the bait pods come by. And the tarpon's been all in them.
Here we go, here we go.
Go on these, wouldn't they? Easy, easy, watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him. This right here is what you call a workout, buddy. Letting the Camden. Now, would you consider this an average small size fish for here? Well, I know from what I see, usually from around about 70 to 110. Oh, from 70 to about 110 is what we normally get to see here. Get your hand and we'll get this nut just so they can see it. And we got the hook just right there in the corner of his jaw. I can pop it on out. That 77, 66, 6 salt size mustad right there, Camden, it grabbed him. Let him see what we got. Oh man, he's a little bit bigger, Camden. But looky there, y'all. Woo! Georgia tarpon, Camden.
Oh man.
Nice fish. So this right here, what it's all about, guys. And anybody can do this. Hey, you get the right kind of boat, get out here and in the deeper water off of Georgia, right off these sandbars. And man, the fishing's good. Let's put him back in there. Wow. Huh? Get him, Camden, get him, Camden. There he is, Tarpon. Good man, way to go, Camden. Well, Camden, we got a pile of line out in this fish. I got the anchor ball hooked up here on the front. Let's drop that anchor ball down and drop it off, and let's go after this fish right here, okay?
All right, Mark.
And had a bite on this one. What are we to do? Let me get this anchor off here, Camden. And we can come back and get this later. Now, as y'all can see right here, we have the anchor connected to the line already. And all we gotta do is drop this off, and we can come back and get it later. Just want to give y'all an idea how we're fishing today. We cast netted bait this morning, of course, and we came down here and all we're fishing is live pogies, and we're fishing some that we put up fresh, and we're keeping ice on them so they'll keep the integrity of the smell. Even though the bait may be dead itself, hey, I tell you what, keeping your bait as fresh as possible is absolutely key. Today we're fishing with a 125-pound test leader. Some we have weights on, some we don't have weights on. In other words, we're trying to have our baits fishing the whole water column. We fish some on the top, some about halfway down, and of course some right on the bottom. And I tell you, it pays off. It really pays off to cover all your bets when you're out here fishing. Fish the water column, see where they're biting the best, and then load it up that way, and many times it'll pay off in some fish. Okay, we'll bring them over this way a little bit, Cam. We'll see if we can get, this looks like a real small one. Now, Ken, was that by choice right here, you catching these smaller fish or what? Right over this way, Camden. Oh, I can't really do nothing with that. Well, tell you what, Camden, this right here has been a real good day of fishing. You know, fishing out here off these beaches, you know, the whole Golden Isles of Georgia is just, you know, miles off the beach for about 5 to even 7 miles. You know, it's just sandbar after sandbar. Great habitat for the tarpon. And I tell you, you know, out here, you know, if you got your own boat, you need to come down here and try this place out. Today I'm running a 32-foot Seacraft. Hey, this is my boat of choice. This boat will get it done. But hey, if you got your own boat, come on down here and try some of this out. I believe you can call Camden at Golden Isles Charter Fishing Association, and hey, I believe they'll hook you up. But I can tell you one thing for certain. You better watch Camden because he'll set you up here, try to wear you right down to nothing. Good time to head to the house, wouldn't it?
I believe so, Mark.
Bring it right here, Camden. I'll try to get the wire on him. Well, you know what? There he is. Old rascal. Easy. I tell you what, he's not a whole lot different than the others, but he is smaller, Camden. But that's still a good tarpon. And there you have it. Another nice tarpon right here, guys. But look here. I hope you enjoyed today's program. I know I sure had a great time out here fishing right here off the coast of Georgia, right down here around the Golden Isles of Georgia. St. Simon's Island, Sea Island, and Jekyll Island, Georgia. And if you want to have a trip of your lifetime, consider coming down here and catching some of these fish. And if you got your own boat, bring it down and enjoy catching some of these nice Georgia tarpon. But this is Captain Mark Noble and Captain Camden Owens with Golden Isles Charter Fishing Association, wishing y'all a good day, and we look forward to seeing y'all again next week. All right, Camden, right off our bow, about I'd say 15 boat lengths. It looks like there's a fish on its side right there, and that would be a triple tail. And we'll see if we can go in there and put a bait to him. You see how he's laying right there? It's kind of common to see a fish do this. And you know, sight fishing in Georgia is almost unheard of, but You know, here it is, and
There's
there's
no
your
one right in
triple
front of
tail.
the boat.
Yeah, let's pass that fish up and go for the fish that's shining good, Camden.
Okay.
Because I was on top of that fish before I was ready. But yeah, he was right underneath it. He's still sitting there right beside the boat. All right, Camden, he's facing, head facing to our left, so get it right there in front of him and bring it right back to him, okay?
All right.
Did you hit right there by him, Camden?
I hit maybe 5 feet in front of him.
Do what?
5 feet in front of him.
Okay. Fish still laying there?
I do not see him.
Yeah, I don't see him right now either. Looks like he may have spooked down. Maybe he'll pop back up. I know we got a fish right here on the other side of us right now too.
See him?
Right in there. All right, right there, right there. Come on, fish. All right, he's right there on the Thunder Chicken cork right now. Oh, there he is. He just hit it, Camden.
I actually got one after mine, I believe.
Was that one that popped right there by yours? Oh, mine just got on. There he is, fish on. Fish on. Woo, look at that little rascal go. Look at that little rascal go. Well, hello everyone and welcome to our program. I'm Captain Mark Noble. Today we're right down here off Jekyll Island here on the coast of Georgia. You know, many people for years have been asking me about these triple tails, and well, today we're going to show you what a triple tail is and how to fish for them. Got one on right now. We just pulled up out here and looks like the fishing's going to be good. The weather's cooperating with us. We got a bright sunny day and light winds. But a triple tail, we'll look at him when we get him up here. But I got a good friend of mine today with me. His name is Camden Owens. He's been working with me down here fishing for a few years now. And Camden, what do you think about triple tail fishing,
I think we've
man?
already started. We've only been fishing for what, 5 minutes?
This is great, great fun. If you got a boat almost of about any size, you can get out here and do it yourself. Sight fishing for triple tails right down here on the coast of Georgia. Well, Camden, he's doing his thing. Everybody's wondering, you know, what does a 8 or a 9 pound brim fight like? And well, it's triple tails. Here we go. All right, well, let me step down from up here, Camden.
All right. There you go, I'll take your rod. You want to grab the net?
All right, yeah. All right, everyone, I want to show you right here, if this fish will cooperate, why these are called triple tails. Now look here. Right back here at the back end of this fish, the fins are longer and it appears to have 3 tails right here. You know this fish is a dark color. Now, one thing I can tell you about triple tails is their colors changes all the time, but they're also a very, very dangerous fish to handle. Eating quality, absolutely outstanding. But let me show you something right here on a triple tail a lot of people don't know about. Look close, right here at the gill plate. And I will show you something that can hurt you for a long, long time. But right here on the gill cover, there is a serrated edge right there. Can you see that? That is a jagged edge. And if you was to ever grab one of these fish not paying attention, he'll cut you all the way down to the bone. So handle these fish with great respect. This appears to be about I'd say a 17-inch triple tail. Real good sized fish to catch, and we'll see plenty of fish this size. For Georgia, the fish has to be 18 inches long or longer to keep. Basically 2 fish per person. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this fish back in the water. Hey, welcome to triple tail fishing right down here on the coast of Georgia. Sight fishing in Georgia, a lot of people say it don't happen, but hey, it does. And this right here is a lot of fun. He was probably about a foot and a half down when I saw him. He is probably about 1.5 boat lengths out and just sitting there vertical. Where are you at, fish? You know, one thing you'll find when you're out here fishing for these triple tails, you'll see some of them that'll shine. And usually that's because they're turned sideways and you're getting the sun reflection off their scales and they'll show a bright white color. But many times these fish will be vertical in the water and they're not quite laying on their side to create the shadow for the bait to get underneath where they can turn around and feed on it. And of course the fish that are vertical are much more difficult to spot. But that fish right there put the move on me. He was kind of laying there just like that, and I got a good view on him. But by the time I got the rod up, he had got behind the back of the boat, and I lost my angle of view in the water to the fish. But you know, we know they're right here in this area, so we're going to spin it on around. And if you'll pay attention, you know, when we're out here fishing, you'll see pot after pot of bait fish. And the bait fish that we're seeing right now are menhaden, and there's just school after school of them. And the triple tails, they're feeding on them as well. So let me try to ease right back up here. We got a little bit of shadow right here coming across the water. We'll let it clear up, let the sun hit the water, we can see our best, and try another fish out right here. Maybe we'll get back on him. There he is, he just took. There he is.
Got him, Mark? Way to
Fish
go.
on. Fish on. I could barely see that fish for the swell right there, Camden. Fish on. He was just laying right there, kind of almost going back and forth with the swells, and looked like a piece of grass in the water almost. Easy. There we are. Come on, fish. Buddy, I can tell you one thing, he is not going to give it up.
Boy, these fish can fight, can't they?
I tell you what, they're like freight trains, and this is definitely a brim on steroids right here. I can get him around there far enough or not, Camden. Wow. There he is.
Well, he saw me.
Yeah, I think. Camden, all that fish had to do is look at you, and he's gone. There we go. That's a nice triple tail right there.
Nice fish, Mark.
Well, that just goes to show you, Camden, accidents do happen.
Oh, they sure do. Hey,
You know-
grab the rod for me.
Basically what's been going on here for a little while, we've had a lot of clouds in front of the sun. And of course, anytime a cloud comes in front of the sun, you can't see the fish whatsoever. And we're just laying dead in the water, and then the sun comes back out, then you get your visibility back. Then this old bull right here, well, he was just laying there, not showing himself all that well, but it almost like a stick or a piece of grass in the water. Hey, it's the small things sometimes that make sight fishing so fun. And here you have it. You make a proper cast, and looky here, a nice triple tail. That's a good fish right there, y'all. See if I can't get him off. Can you get your pliers on you?
I do.
He's hooked right in a hard spot to get to. There we go. And there you have it. Another triple tail. Now y'all, these fish get considerably larger than this. In a 40 pounder, well, that would be a large one, but the Georgia state record is pretty close to 40 pounds. And of course, out here fishing on the flats, hey, to catch fish in the mid 20 pound range, hey, it's not uncommon. And boy, I can tell you, it gets exciting because you got to make that good cast. And it's very easy to make a miscast and miss an opportunity on a large fish. But I'll measure this fish, let you know how long he is. And he looks like he's going to be right there around 18 inches. I couldn't tell because he just came up there and he just sat right there beside the cork. I mean, you know, they do that. They'll come in there and sit right by the cork. And I know he's fixing to put the whammy on me right here. I knew it. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. He came in there and was just being as easy as he could, and I knew he was going to go underneath that boat. Come back here, fish. And you know, anytime you come sight fishing, always wear polarized glasses, y'all, because it's about the only way you can spot these fish in the water. And polarized glasses, in a case like today, will make the difference between catching fish and not catching fish.
Way to go, Mark.
Camden, looky there. An accident. That right there is what I call just being lucky. And that fish came in there cruising fast and then got right in there and stopped.
Stopped right at your bait, didn't he?
He stopped right, actually stopped right before, but look at there, Camden. Nice, nice. Look at the spines on his dorsal right here, y'all. That right there, boy, that'll light you up. But look, what a different fish that is. The triple tail, hey, always remember them gill plates right there. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna respect it enough to leave them pliers in his mouth. Can I borrow yours? And I'm gonna nip it off right there, cut it off right there for me. We're gonna let him back in the water and try it again. Ken, what do you think about this kind of fishing?
It's working out pretty well. We're seeing the fish now.
Well, you know, Ken, when I get a little bit of time for myself to go fishing, you know, I find this right here pretty doggone enjoyable.
Oh man, it's fun. Nothing like it when you see those fish.
Well, I know this is something almost anybody can do. Just to give you a little bit of background on really what we're fishing on today, we're fishing on a 22-foot Mako boat. Now this is the bay boat that Mako puts out, and here's the good thing about it. It's a low-profile boat, but if you notice when I'm out here fishing, I'm standing up here on the console. The console on this boat has actually a standing platform up there beside the steering wheel. You know, many times when I'm up here, I want to get elevated so that I can see further and give me a better angle on the fish. And the Mako boat has incorporated that into this platform. Great choice for a saltwater boat. And of course, if I choose to put a trolling motor down and get up on these fish quiet, I can do so. But many times triple tail fishing, you don't have to have an electric motor, but when it gets real calm, hey, it's awful nice to have it. The 22-foot Mako boat, great choice. Okay, let's pull back around here.
All
Let's
right.
see if we can get another fish.
Let's do it.
Well, everyone, I'd like to take just a moment and show you what kind of tackle we're fishing with today. Remember, when you're sight fishing, especially for triple tails, you need to make long, accurate casts. So I choose to use a specific kind of rod and reel that I can use to make them kind of casts. And today I'm fishing with an 8-foot inshore extreme rod put out by Bass Pro Shops. And I'm fishing with a Johnny Morris reel. Now, this reel is rated for about 8 to 10 pound test line, but that's not what I'm fishing today. I'm fishing 20-pound test line. And the reason for me doing that is because I switched over to the Spectra fiber line. It's probably about the size of 6-pound test line, and the type of Spectra fiber line I'm fishing is called Magic Braid. It's put out by Bass Pro Shops as well. The line floats. Now, you've heard me many times before mention fish floating line anytime you're fishing a cork, whether it's trout and red drum fishing or whether it's triple tail fishing out here. But hey, also for top water baits, it works wonderful. And also I'm fishing, of course, the Thunder Chicken cork. Now, y'all see me fish this many days, but remember, this cork was made to cast. It's very easy to overcast these fish with this cork, and hey, that's the whole point of the matter. You want to be able to overcast your fish and bring the bait back to the fish and stop in his line of travel and let the fish swim right into the cork. Now what they'll do is they'll come right into the cork, and if you notice right here below the Thunder Chicken, we have about 10 inches to 12 inches of leader. Now hey, this is all the leader we use. 20-pound test fluorocarbon line here, from right here at the bottom of the swivel to the hook itself. And that hook that's in that live shrimp right there is a number 4 size Kale hook. And of course this right here happens to be a mustad hook. This right here will work very well. Now remember, there's many times we're out here fishing, we may see a 25-pound triple tail or even a little bit better. But remember, we're out here on the open flats. Hey, there's nothing to hang on out here. It's unlike triple tail fishing around the pilings and the buoys where you need to use 50-pound test line and sometimes 50-pound test leader, as well as possibly a steel leader to keep yourself from getting broke off when the fish runs around the pilings. Remember, a lot of the larger fish are caught fishing around pilings, the buoy structure, the buoy line coming out in these channels in these day markers like in the intercoastal waterway, and many people go up and fish right beside the piling because the triple tail will come up and butt right up to the piling and hang right there on the lee side in the current. So you put your bait right down there, try all depths, and you can catch the larger fish off the structure. But if you want to do some sight fishing, which is really a novelty, and really it's unique to this area right here, because right here on this coast of Georgia, this part of the coast, right off of Jekyll Island, Georgia, this is sort of the unique fishery for here, because even the guys up and down the coast, like down around Canaveral, another well-known destination for catching triple tails, they fish on the buoy structures quite a bit, but very seldom do they come out here and sight fish them. But right here off Jekyll Island, hey, you can come right here and sight fish these fish almost on any day, as long as you got light winds and sunny skies. And look, hey, we're just a little ways off the beach right here at Jekyll Island. And really, if you want to come to a great destination, Jekyll Island is a wonderful place for the entire family. They got all kind of hotels over there, and they got summer waves. And of course, the Jekyll Island Club, what a great place to come and stay. Jekyll Island, definitely a family place to come. Triple tail fishing right here off the beach of Jekyll Island, maybe 2,000 to 4,000 feet off the beach. Hey, time of your life down here sight fishing right here on the Georgia coast. Remember the Thunder Chicken popping cork, Spectre fiber line, 8-foot rod, in a light enough weight reel where you can put this small diameter Spectre fiber line on the reel, and you'll have all it takes, and of course some live shrimp to get the job done. Well, there you have it, Camden. There's your
Mark.
the triple tail, buddy. Right there.
Pretty little fish.
Yeah. If I can get a hold of him there. Oh, he's got me running scared, Camden. There we have it. That hook pulled right out. There we have it. You know what it looks like? I mean, it almost looks like a cross between a warmouth and a brim for a freshwater fish, doesn't it, Camden?
I tell you what, but with some muscle on it.
Yep, that right there is, you know, these fish yield quite a bit of meat. You know, of course, since they do taste like grouper, there's a bunch of different recipes you can use for them. You know, try triple tail out sometime. I think you'll find that they're pretty tasty. Well, Camden, what did you think about a day out here in front of Jekyll Island triple tail fishing?
It was better than sitting in the office.
Well, I mean, triple tail fishing, sight fishing here in Georgia, I mean, have you heard of many opportunities where you can go out in Georgia and do some sight fishing?
Oh, nothing like it.
Well, look here, everyone. Today we was out here in front of Jekyll Island, right down here on the coast of Georgia, sight fishing for triple tails. We had a great time. I would say we probably cast to probably maybe 14 to 16 different fish, and we caught quite a few as well. Now, we didn't catch any large fish today, but we did throw some fish up to around 18 pounds. Well, I know everyone, triple tail fishing is not something you're really accustomed to, but now when you hear someone talk about triple tail, you'll know what we're talking about. It's truly not three tails. It just looks like three tails. So I hope you enjoy today's program. I'm Captain Mark Noble, and this is Camden Owens. Hey, we hope you enjoyed today's show, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
I really appreciate it, Mark.
I enjoyed it, buddy. Hello, everyone. I'm Captain Mark Noble with Captain Mark Noble's Outdoor Journal. Do you want to catch more fish? I know you do. Pay attention to these tips, because I believe they'll help you on your next outing.
That's right. You can now learn the techniques that Mark uses to put more fish in the boat more often. You'll learn what kind of equipment to use and step-by-step instructions for rigging tackle, as well as how to look for fish. Send a check or money order for your DVD to the address listed on the screen.
So anything you need when it comes to boating, Tracker Marine has it all.